Okay, so welcome back. We had recording issues, so I'm here to give a short description of what happened in probably what was the first hour and a half or so of last night's session. Whether it be for Josh or just for information in the future. So the party is awoken in the Scarlet Keep of Numiton, which is the northern city of the Scarton stronghold. They are awoken. We're going to be cliff noting all of this. So pretty quickly, they all gather together around Cade in the infirmary. Both Dorian and Gardond slept in the infirmary with him, while the rest were able to find their own rooms. And everyone gathers around, beginning to discuss things as they have been summoned by Scarlet Scarton, that being Orville's mother. They kind of put off the summons for a little bit of time to discuss what exactly they intend to share, as this party does. After a time discussing these things, they ended up waking Gardond, and he wakes up and they ask if he can do his thing. He does his thing. He is able to dispel the imprisonment spell that has been cast on Cade. Then they begin to ask him, okay, what exactly was your deal with the Gith? And supposedly his deal was the fact that they would keep people out of Damarian, that being the underground city, or what we've called the Still City. The Gith would keep people out of there, they would keep it well kept and clean, and they wouldn't touch the Hall of History. That was a big thing. They would not touch the Halls of History. And they would keep other people from touching the Hall of History. And so he's not very happy. He almost believes that the Gith will be using this as a way to break the deal they made with him about 13, 14 years ago. Pretty much neglecting their duties, but not completely breaking them. He doesn't have all the information, and the party doesn't necessarily fully divulge the information, not because they don't want to, but because they don't know to divulge the information he might need in that regard. Anyway, and then just after that, Cade has not woken yet. He is still seemingly comatose, but no longer imprisoned. They begin to ask him about the relics and what he knows about them. And he does know a fair bit. They are from well before even his time. But he goes through and describes the tale of two oceanic cities under the Zemnian Sea, or as it's called today, the Zemnian Sea. Those cities being Vocantis and Alvaroth. Alvaroth being a more populated but weaker city militarily, led by a Aboleth named Golgamesh, the Hunger of the Sea, who Sean Simons immediately recognizes as whatever thing inhabited the book that now inhabits his skin that gives him his power. A land larger and more populated than Vocantis. Golgamesh had a belief that people who were in control of their own will had greater value and that served him willingly. But he still was an authoritarian ruler. Iron tendrils, betrayal in treason, and death were very common there. And he would sap your strength and bring it into him for any number of reasons. Still not a good guy. But the other city, one more prevalent as of now, is Vocantis, which was ruled by the Iron Will of Velkahan, who they have also heard the name of. And his realm was a hive mind entirely under his control. Very militant, very militarily advanced. And it was these two cities together that left out from the ocean in an attempt to free some of the cities that were under the Mind Flayer control way back when. They led these assaults and were able to free enough Gith to be able to effectively kickstart the Mind Flayer rebellion. Well, that obviously took a lot of time, but it went fairly well. They were able to successfully free all of the realms from the Mind Flayers, but soon after, the Githyanki and the Githzerai started their own little conflict, which became the Great Civil War, where, you know, all of these other places that were just freed from the Mind Flayers are now fighting each other, because one side wants to take over the Mind Flayer regime, empire, whatever you want to call it. During this war of the Yankee and Zerai, Velcontis attacked Alvaroth, attempting to take it over. It lasted quite a while, so they were in their own conflict while, you know, the Zerai and Yankee were fighting with the humans and whoever else was around at the time. And this was a pretty quiet, silent war, as it didn't involve any of the other factions, but they fought for some time, with Gilgamesh eventually being defeated and separated into many parts. Unable to be fully killed as a creature of his power, Velkahan was unable to find a way to just eliminate him, so instead he separated him into hundreds of different pieces and effectively made items of his body. Books was a very popular way of doing this, and then slowly, as they were finding ways to destroy these pieces, but was unable to completely destroy it before the war on the top side effectively came to its conclusion, with the Githyanki retreating towards the Oceanic, because they were effectively being defeated by the ground forces of the Zerai, and they retreated to the oceans, where the final bits of the conflict occurred, where Alvaroth, having fallen, has been completely subsumed into that of Velcontis and Velkahan. So everyone down there now is just in his hive mind. And so a few certain heroes, I didn't necessarily give the names at the time because it wasn't important, but we'll give them now. A dwarf named Tormund Hindrel, legendary with a great hammer, dueling Githyanki cowhawks easily. Joffrey Harkton, known for he was a druid, known for his skill in that. Also is the man who orchestrated the peace with the Afriti, an elven woman named Anwin Starset. And the Gith man, Carcathian Yaldri. And these four led multiple groups, a party for each, and they led them into the oceans to attempt to defeat Velkahan, as he was a great power at this point. Unable to kill him, they locked him away into the ethereal, but they had to effectively bind him to his location in the prime material somehow, and lest he break free of his ethereal prison and just be able to escape freely. So they bound him by 4 great chains in the ocean, deep into the depths. And those 4 chains had to have some kind of mortal tether to this realm, and those are the 2 faces and the 2 keys of this giant stone relic that we have been looking for this whole time. And putting them together would find the map to a location where one could free Velkahan effectively. But there was some consequences to this action of binding Velkahan. Those actions being the nearly 4 million people that were in his hive mind, their minds, not their own, when he was sent to the ethereal, effectively just got frozen. Like, they were not freed from his mental domination. Instead, their souls were unable to go back and re-inhabit their body. So they're just 4 million people just frozen down there in the depths, hopefully still alive, that perhaps if one could find a way to break free Velkahan and break his mental domination, or kill him, then maybe those 4 million would have their minds freed and be able to go back and live as much as of a normal life as one could after such an altercation. Gardand has not looked for these devices because he doesn't know what the right answer is, because it is quite a risk for Velkahan's return. To bring him back just to try to do something that probably more powerful people in the past attempted he was uncertain, so he wasn't looking for these items. But now that he's with the party, it's a discussion that is, the decision is theirs. So they end up saying, okay, we'll table this. We want Cade to be a part of this conversation. We're going to reveal some pieces. We're going to say we have 2 of the pieces, but, we're not going to reveal everything to Scarlet Scartan yet. They go up, they talk with her, they learn how the war is going with the Zemnian Empire. They're hearing of a battle called the Battle of the Red Coast, or the Dance of Hope and Death, where the Shattered Hope and the Leviathan's Death, the flagship for the Penakel Armada of the Zemnian Empire, met along the coast and battled for nearly 3 full days. One of Orville's brothers sadly died in this altercation, but his eldest brother Theodore did survive, along with his father, both very wounded, and now leading the battle from the Hydra's Kiss. The Leviathan's Death, the flagship for the Steel Armada, did fall. So the Concord can kind of call this a heavy loss victory. And then Acid and Mud occurring in the conflict between the Zemnian Coast and the Maruthian Alliance. Ulf pushed the Krogar garrison and the training grounds back to their respective compounds, setting hundreds of acid traps around them. Sieging for nearly 5 days until the Zemnian forces that we saw leaving Zem finally arrived in the north. It took them quite a while to get up there. Maybe they were harried by some Maruthian forces. Took them longer than they should have, but Zemnia finally got reinforcements up to the north, and the battle has not found a conclusion yet. Dorian and Sean decided to stay with Cade during this conversation, so it's just Bjorn, Thalen, Orville, and whoever else sits over there. I'm blanking. Either way, the other 4 were there, part of this conversation, and so were Evangeline and Jirac. So conversation goes on and on. They reveal some pieces. They're revealing to Scarlet who Cade actually is. They're revealing they have 2 of the pieces. Evangeline Quento's mind is kind of getting blown, but Jirac already knows most of this information. He doesn't necessarily entirely believe the party that they only have 2 of the pieces. He doesn't know whether that means they have more or less. But this conversation continues, and as they start to reveal more information, they're debating whether or not they're just going to jump Jirac there, because he is a Cartan man, and he's very loyal to them. He's been with them pretty much since the Concord was established, and he was a pirate lord himself well before the Concord's establishment. So they're debating, okay, do we just jump him and kill him so he doesn't run off and tell information to someone else as this is getting revealed? They eventually convince, they effectively discuss with him a little bit more, end up saying, hey, let's do a zone of truth, let's do everything, and then Cade wakes up. And I'm pretty certain where our recording is good from is Cade wakes up, Winton goes down and escorts Cade, Dorian, Gardand, and Sean back up, and from there, when Cade wakes, he double checks, makes sure all the pieces are there, says, okay, we're good, and then comes back up. All of the big decisions were made in this last hour of the recording, but all the context of it was effectively lost. So, very fun indeed. That's as succinct a recap. Damn, that was 15 minutes. That was about as succinct a recap as I could get while still giving all the context and information. So, that should be good. Enjoy the recording, I guess. So, yeah, they said, let's do a zone of truth. They were still debating whether they were going to kill him. Dorian decides he's going to come up to where they're at. They also are introduced, I forgot to mention, when they go into the audience chambers with Scarlet, the Captain Jonathan Phaleth, who is a very, very trusted advisor and captain of the guard in Nimitan. So that all occurs. Dorian comes up. They're considering jumping. They join the conversation. They're kind of learning more about Jirok and who he is, how he was first loyal to Clovis Iscarium, Cade's grandfather, a whole bunch of jazz like that. And some of them kind of start to believe that if Cade was the man ordering him or asking him to do things, maybe he would be more reasonable about stuff rather than just going and running off to the Cartons. But it was Clovis himself who told him to serve the Cartons, so we'll see how that goes. Another thing that was discussed is when Dorian and Sean were down there, Dorian did bring it to Sean's mind of, Cade's right there, we don't know exactly if his mind has been tampered with by the Gith. If the devices are still there, is this something that we might just say, let's try and erase Cade from existence? It would be very difficult, if not impossible, to find the other pieces with them in his demiplane. Sean eventually kind of says no. Dorian's like, this isn't my plane. I don't care that much. That is just an option. And Sean's like, no, I believe in him. I believe that, with what he can do will outweigh whatever risk can come from it, among some other points, but I don't remember everything perfectly because it's not recorded. So Dorian goes up, him and the captain re-enter the room and the discussion, and that continues on. And then the Zone of Truth is cast, and from there on, that should be recorded. So hopefully that provides the context, and hopefully the last hour you understand what's going on and the discussion involved.
Start walking towards the conference room.
Do you say that you're coming up there so I know?
Yeah, I will say.
I'll
be. I will then say,
Okay.
in case this happens, I'll be outside the door.
Then I will
Oh, is he in the W?
Yeah, it's 5 plus me.
Yeah, I will.
So-
Oh, that's right. It's
So
his
when
case.
you
Cade,
before
yeah.
five,
So
So
yeah.
I will hear what's going on, and I will go.
They go wrong.
I'm going
They
to-
go. They go.
I'm
So-
going to
Yeah.
communicate, like just go kind of where Jonathan, like open a door, communicate Jonathan, tell him there will be another one of us coming up, and to
He's got a big old rifle.
enter at the same time as him, and then to come back in the room.
Okay.
So you'll enter with him.
At this point, Bjorn will cast the Zone of Truth.
Yeah. Bjorn will go ahead and cast the Zone of Truth. So Bjorn takes a moment, casts it. Everyone standing inside. Let me cast the spell for him.
Cheese of truth.
Dorian will stay back.
You-
Throws a piece of cheese.
Oh, not.
Could he please throw a piece of cheese at the
Not close, but
Instead of slapping
As-
someone for a duel, it's the I challenge you, you good sir.
That page of his book is just craft singles.
As the Zone of Truth is cast, before anyone else speak,
Fireball.
you hear Jirok speak out and says, "Do you intend to let me leave this room alive?"
Depends on your answers.
Is that truthful?
You're not.
Is
I'm
that
not
truthful?
about.
Is that truthful?
Yeah, I think
I'd
so.
say that's truthful. Yeah.
For Thalen, is that truthful?
For
For Thalen, that's
Wait,
truthful.
you're next to him, right?
I'm not waste. I don't want to.
You guys are all within 15 feet
And you have
for to
it's
be in the
the-
Zone of
Mage
Truth.
Slayer?
No.
It's one of those.
Doesn't
true-
one of us have Mage Slayer?
Yes, you have Mage Slayer.
Yes, you
So
do.
you
You are the only one who does.
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry.
yeah,
It's the reason.
Claire
why
doesn't
we-
know her character. That's fine.
That's okay,
We knew
yeah.
this.
So,
It's the reason why. it's-
you will have advantage. You will have advantage with Sneak Attack and Mage Slayer if
Well,
he tries
he's
to
not a
teleport.
mage.
If he tries to teleport.
He cannot teleport
No,
unless
right.
by
I
item.
didn't-
Is it?
okay, here's what I'm going
He's a
to say.
fighter. Great.
That is true. It does depend on your answer. However, you're a great asset, and frankly, I want you here still. I want you on our side. But that will depend on.
Shut the fuck up.
Throw these cards at you. I just have one of your decks.
Bro's
I
just
grabbed it.
looking
I'm just
through my
shuffling.
gobos.
Yeah, you just
I'm
got.
shuffling your goblins.
Your commander is somewhere in the middle.
No, I pulled out the commander.
Okay, thank goodness.
That would be so sad.
Too.
Frankly, I want your help. It probably does depend on how this conversation goes. That's truthful, at least for me. I think this fucker wants you dead. That was above the tip. I didn't say that. I think this fucker wants him dead. But that's at least true for me.
I agree with you.
He
But I
kind of
also want him
takes
dead.
a moment.
I want to kill him regardless, but I also agree he's good.
He takes a moment and
Good
says,
asset.
"My lord has his failings. There are his ups and downs.
Lot of downs there, buddy.
Caitlin, shut the fuck up.
You actually say that to
That
her.
was in character.
Yeah.
That was...
Wait, real quick.
Jirok kind of smirks
Does
at that.
Bjorn know if he submitted himself? Just through the link.
Bjorn would have submitted him.
No,
If-
does Bjorn know that
Yes,
he did?
yes.
Okay.
Everyone in the room submitted
Well,
themselves.
they can say they did, but when he
Bjorn,
God.
he's like,
Dang.
yep. And he kind of
Bjorn's like, everyone's in. Your mother doesn't intend on talking very much. Let's
That's
just say
reasonable.
Yeah.
That's fine.
you don't
She's a-
have to answer.
No, you don't have to.
that. Jirok is going to then say,
Not the Yap Zone.
That'd be a
I
great
doubt I
song.
have much information you do not already know.
So you believe he's been lying to you as well?
I believe I am a tool. I'm given the information necessary to complete my task. And to my knowledge, I have done so.
What?
Lives have been sacrificed for that to happen. For you.
Good.
There's just a lie
I'm
detector
just
guy
gonna talk
over in the
over
corner.
you. What do you want to say? Go ahead.
No, I was just
I'm
gonna
sorry.
say.
I'm
So,
not gonna just
This is making me want to kill him more with that
Shut
response.
up.
The response was
do you know if your lord is aware of what would happen should all the pieces come together?
Great
I
question.
believe no one knows for certain.
Then let's tell you.
Then
So I will go ahead.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have
I'm
been
sorry,
told
Claire,
it is a
I'm-
weapon.
I'm
A
not
thing
trying
to
you.
destroy our enemies.
that
Destroy everything.
I will go ahead and then proceed to tell him
Tell every. Yeah.
Here's the lore.
what Mr. Man downstairs is, where we found him, and then what he told us.
And tell him a little bit about the wall
It's a
of history that does
body-
history
Yes.
and explain.
All of history that does history is a great description.
There's a hall and it has history. It does history things.
It writes it, and then and say yeah, and you can describe it, and then also even you can go through that and explain
I
some
would've
of the
expanded with the whole of history, what I recall from it.
These comments are wild.
That works.
But
It's all the laugh.
My mom said jerk it for me.
Dear Lord. What is this? Okay,
That's
turn
kid.
off the stream. We're in D&D time right now. Not jork it a little.
I mean that's what we were talking about earlier.
Pink is
Okay.
a wild place.
Yes, it
Holy
is.
fuck.
Okay. As you guys are going through this, he does not ask a single question as you guys go through this. He does not interrupt. Who the fuck? Okay. So, as you guys continue explaining,
I'm a toaster in a bathtub.
he is confused at times, but let you finish your explanation of what's going on. And he says, would it not be true, whatever this creature is, upon its release, would be thankful for it?
That's not the right response.
that's a very weak moral argument, sir. I will say that in game.
He
At
says,
best, that is a
I am
weak
not
argument.
arguing morality.
Arguing.
I am not arguing morality.
This guy's too far gone.
The
Let's
logic.
Hold on. He can.
Oh, hold on.
Okay,
Let him finish.
yeah.
Let him.
We still
Let him cook.
We have two people.
Let him
in
He's
front
attempt
of
to
just
cook.
like,
I would
calm
wish
down,
to
Norval, calm
speak
down.
with this
Trigger,
sentinel
trigger,
myself.
trigger.
You may believe everything he said to you was true, but was he in a zone of truth himself?
This is fair. No, he wasn't.
Were you certain of what he told you? If so, I would not be surprised that he lied to you. I would not be surprised that there is a monster in the depths of our ocean that is waiting release to reconquer the realms. But I will also say, if it was my decision upon that, 4 million souls to return to this realm, that is a fight I am willing to take on.
I do have a question about you. In the Concord, how are of the variety of races accepted? I don't honestly recall if this is
So the Concord doesn't necessarily have it's not like mega racist by any means. There are no slaves here. There are people of all of the races that you will find of Volusia that are here. You know, some are rare. You know, your orcs and goblins are going to be a little bit more rare and stuff like that. They're probably not going to be quite as widely accepted, but it's not a vast like cultural thing of, oh, we hate this race or anything like that. You will say like humans, Genasi, Goliaths, elves, dwarves, those are, you know, your common folk. Your halflings and gnomes as well. But no, there is no major, oh yeah, we
But then
hate
we
everyone
have
of this race.
the Katana Empire that is
Yeah.
Katana Empire is the slave state.
Yeah.
everybody.
Like,
Everybody
all
that's not
beast
human,
folk are
basically.
slaves.
Yeah.
Well, the farther you are from Azamar, the less of a person you are.
Okay.
Yeah. Dorian will say, there are a lot of things we don't know, but the main question that I think myself and the monk would have, it's like, you are aware of Cade's history.
Aye.
Are you aware of what your master intended for him, and did he expect him to survive the mission?
Hoped he survived the mission. At least, to my knowledge. The Concord is a place of warriors and those who are strong. If Cade Iscarium, the grandson of Clovis, came out with no triumphs, no positions under himself, no medals, no worthy missions that he has taken upon himself,
No one would follow.
no one would follow.
And he must be strong enough that warriors will follow, so that he is not a puppet of others. And I will look over at you and your mother when I say this.
My follow-up question to that then would be, would you be willing to... I'll say this. Throughout the course of this adventure then, I would say he's accomplished that in spades. In the zone of truth, now hearing me say that is something I truly believe.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to follow him now? Hell yeah.
He is going to say, nearly 90 years ago, when I was but a pirate lord, Clovis Iscarium came to me and convinced me to kill nearly 4 other pirate lords of the time because they were not agreeing with him. I have fought 14 duels under the Iscarium name. I would be hard-pressed not to fight one for Cade if he is truly who I believe him to be. But even I did not know about him until a year ago. The Carton family is the family that Clovis established as this country's head, and I trusted him with that. I have always been a tool, a blade, nothing more.
That's a fair enough response. I'll go ahead and follow up with that then. What do you believe are the Batashu's intentions behind? What do you believe is their part in all of this?
I know not of Kenneth's intent. I know he is sly and manipulative. Like your mother here.
As a Tartugan, could I do like a history check or?
You're not there.
He's
Yeah,
listening.
I'm listening.
He's
in.
listening in.
How do you listen?
I'm on the telly.
He's on the
You can
tip.
get audio from that with everyone outside
No,
it?
we
You
just.
have to
Someone,
relay it.
can someone give me
Someone's
play-by-play?
Yeah.
Can someone kick stream this to me?
Yeah.
Dorian's giving me
We don't want
play-by-play.
kickstream. Yeah.
This is horrible.
It's honestly, it is kind of shit.
Even
Still
the
like
UI
sucks.
looks like it smokes.
This is like if Reddit could live stream.
That's scary.
That is a terrifying
That's
thought.
so funny because it looks just the exact same as Twitch, by the way. It's just green and black.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of those colors.
Yeah, I can let you roll a history, but I'm going to say you're also like a superhero at night,
I know.
effectively,
So I
not
probably
someone who is constantly talking with your boys about the political machinations of the other families.
Yeah, but Taratuga.
Tortuga is not a political center.
Yeah,
of
but he
the
likes
country.
me though.
That's just
Anyways,
I'll let you roll. You'd have
I'm
to roll-
also I'm a hero of the night. I get information from people. Anyways, here we go.
Say
That was not the word.
Yeah.
That was,
crooks and criminals is what you get information
Yes,
from.
What do you think I'll do?
that's a.
14. To your knowledge, Kartan leads the military and the society as a whole. Batashu runs the economy and everything else. So if there was one to be the sly machinations type, it would probably be the dude who's operating with the money. If there's one that's keeping secrets but just doing his thing, whatever, that's Kartan. You don't have a lot of information in this regard.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So,
I should have
Jock
hit the cooks harder.
is going to say,
Does Evangeline have anything to say?
not unless asked.
Evangeline.
No one has
out of her depth, guys.
Dude,
I don't think.
Evangeline is younger than Namara was.
Yeah, Evangeline
And
is
this
not
is her first time away from home, effectively.
Is she a not Taratuga?
No, she's a Quento.
I mean, Patashu or
She would be... Let me double check.
because that is important.
She would be Kartan.
Okay.
She's in the far south. She is just standing there, kind of freaked out. This is like crazy ass conversation.
Yeah, she's out of her.
This is the most fly on the wall POV
she's
ever.
getting more drops.
Yeah.
Do we want to have someone request that our guest come upstairs and join a conversation up here and see, say, hey, they're curious if you'd be able to come up and join an important conversation in the zone of truth. And do we want to ask him to come up and join?
At this point,
Or is he just going to be like, hey,
Is Kate having any signs?
about to talk about that.
Son of a bitch.
She's dead.
I've been rolling for a while, waiting for a 20. So,
Oh,
Cade, you hear him, and you see like bile almost coming from his mouth as he turns over to the side, and Gardon kind of goes over there and pats his back with some healing. Cade's going to look up and say,
you're the only one in there?
Yep. I
Does he?
hi. It's a lot of we're
Are his first words "death to the Concord"?
no. He says, hello,
Can't
Sean.
say it. Be better if I could get the jokes out.
He kind of looks over to Gardant and says, hello, I am Sentius Thalmo. Looking up towards Gardant.
we told him Kate, right? Yeah? No? Him? No? Okay.
It didn't matter.
It didn't really matter. Anyway,
He's gonna look towards you, and Gardant is like, I'm the Sentinel Gardant. It is nice to meet you, Sentius.
he's the one that got you out of being imprisoned by the Githyanki.
That was an unenjoyable experience.
Yeah. Do you...
Can you
Feel
insight?
alright?
I was gonna say...
Are you fucked, man?
Not the way I want to word that, but is
Do you let us know that he's awake?
not yet.
Okay.
He's waiting to see if he wants to kill a child.
Listen,
I was deceiving
this
the
would
whole
be
time.
the end of
I was
Jack's Road
deceiving.
if he kills Kate.
Yeah, literally everyone would kill.
Do I feel a dark presence from?
No.
I'm kidding. So obviously you knew about the imprisonment. Do
He
you?
says, yes, where exactly are we right now?
So
I'm
we're
assuming
in
we
the
made it to-
we're in the Skarton home base right now, literally.
Right.
Everyone else is in a meeting with the missus of the Skarton family.
Scarlet.
Yes.
Joy.
Play by play right now. They're in a zone of truth. We've revealed that we have the 4 pieces.
Two.
Two.
We have not done
We
4.
have-
Okay.
No, we revealed that we have.
Did we?
4.
No, you have not yet.
We have not.
I-
You have
that
not
is-
revealed
that
the
what
card.
I said. That I explained. Remember, we explained. Okay, we'll explain.
We
the
were
Hall of
talking about doing it.
History.
We have not done it in RP
Yeah.
yet.
Because
We don't know if we have them because
Yeah. You guys were, from what I remember, you guys were waiting until Cade woke up
To
say
know.
that you have 4. You were going to say that you had 2 until he could confirm that he had
So
the pieces.
I was under the impression that we had told him of Cade's situation, and basically from the Hall of History on, we have said in a zone of truth to.
That was the impression.
Okay.
That I got.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
okay, that's fine.
Well, they're the ones up there. Okay,
That's
so if
what
you
I
guys
said.
have explained everything, then
That's
you guys
what
have
I
explained
said
everything.
that I
We're
told
so
him.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, we explained what would happen should the 4 pieces
Yes,
come
that's-
together. We did. I don't
Not
think
say that we
actually
had the
RP'd
4
that
pieces.
We were.
We
or
can
that
roll
we-
the tape back. I said that we have 4 pieces.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
boy.
we want to
Okay.
go back on that because nobody knew I said that, then that's fine. But that is what I said.
I
I don't
don't
really-
recall
if
you
we-
wanting to say that. I just.
If we do want to go back on that,
We
can.
might have 4 pieces, but we don't know until Cade wakes up.
That's basically how I imagined it went.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
like I said, it's your guys'
So-
call.
You're talking with Cade. Yes.
How did you have any recollection of what the Githyanki could have been doing, or were you just kind of?
He says, as far as I know, I fell asleep and saw stone, and now I'm here.
Okay.
Can you insight?
Yes, please do.
Okay, I'll insight it. Is he speaking truth? Do I need to?
Roll an
Alright,
insight,
alright,
bitch.
alright, hey, I know. He's a 17-year-old kid. I wouldn't. 13
Yeah.
plus, and I'm really good with insight.
I hope that was.
That's a 23.
He seems to be being truthful.
Okay.
And he's going to say, all right, well, if everyone else is in a meeting, we should be as well.
Yes.
And kind of begins to
The
stand up. He's a
chat.
little wobbly, but he's solid.
I'll help you down, but I need to.
Kind of looks to
I
you.
think right now we kind of need to know the very most important thing.
Yes.
Sorry to force that on you.
Kind of stands. He's a little wobbly, but he kind of takes it. And he is going to speak a short incantation. And you see a purple doorway appear in front of you guys.
Is that a different color?
No, it's always been purple.
Okay, I thought I remember it being blue. That's what.
You're like, oh no!
Purple doorway opens it up. 15 Githyanki start coming out.
Roll initiative.
Yeah. But,
As he opens the door,
Can we please, somebody, can you keep an eye on the Sentinel dude too?
I have a 25 passive percent.
I'm also going to say, those two are not beating the Sentinel, even if that did come into
The
combat.
sentinel kills the kid. You're trapped inside the room.
Yeah, that would be something that would happen. What's happening?
You're dead.
I don't like this, guys. I don't like this at
Jack
all.
didn't
no!
tell us that he woke
Why
up
is he
like a
smiling?
fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
is...
So he pushes the door open, and as you guys look inside, there is a single large pedestal in its center, holding 2 large slabs of stone, and then a smaller, approximately 6x4.
Close the door.
All right, very good. Now let's close that door now.
and,
Okay.
and you're like, he's up, we have him.
Yeah, that's. I am
Kind
immediately.
of looks inside and says, I mean, it looks like the pieces. And begins to close the door and then dispels it.
Good. Okay,
Says, I can't access them again until tomorrow now.
that's completely fine. All we need to
Stop
know.
talking,
He
Kate.
can cast
I have
the
already
spell.
communicated in my head.
All right, well, then
Um,
I am going to go down and escort the 2 of. I'm gonna escort everyone. Everyone is coming upstairs except for the nurses.
This is
I
so
don't-
risky.
You do
Except
not.
for the nurses, I slaughtered them.
That was-
You do not need
That
to
was
escort.
so-
I
Bjorn can cast the thing that gives the long rest.
It's not a long rest, it's a short rest.
Yeah. Casting something like that would be busted.
Either way, I'm going to notice. I'm gonna go. All right. Well, I'm gonna escort them up, and then I'm gonna escort all 3 up.
If the Sentinel is willing to come.
Sentinel's willing to come.
I imagine he would.
He's
He
always
seems
willing to
pretty chill.
Well,
He seems like a. He seems like a vibe.
He gave him sweet tea. He's chill.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it was
Just
not
like
so. It
being
was
able to
not so
keep
sweet
something
tea
going
that we
on.
were able to
Keep
make
him happy.
sweet tea.
Yeah.
Sweet it.
He hasn't had anything
He
for
wants
Swedish
coffee.
15,000
He doesn't
years.
like tea. But Dorian doesn't have coffee.
Okay, so do you guys pause the conversation?
You can
Yeah, I'm
Is
gonna
your rock
interrupt.
and say he's up. We're bringing.
Yeah. Cade. Sean. I know your name. I promise. Sean has told me that Cade is awake. I'm going to bring all 3 of them, including the Sentinel, up here with us now.
How does Jarok react to the idea of him leaving?
To Winton leaving?
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Winton's truthful. Winton's been,
That's
Listen,
true. He's
I'm
a-
the only motherfucker who's truth. I don't know when I became the beacon of fucking peace in this party.
I've been
He'd be
truthful.
dead if it wasn't for me. I'm just saying.
This is all
when
fake.
Danny left.
Okay, yeah, you're fucking right.
Are we
aren't
just-
you?
Yeah.
Are we?
No, because you're insane. You keep doing the weird thing on the roofs. You're.
Just because I'm quirky doesn't mean that I am not the voice of reasonability. Just because I'm a little autistic and get on top of rooftops.
Just because I never take a long rest with you, motherfucker.
It's like, I mean, if you would be, except for what happened at the door, and
Just
now
'cause
everyone's like,
Yeah, that is a little kooky, but I've
after the
still,
door,
I've still been
a moral
Listen,
compass.
the
I
most
should say-
reasonable out of
I
everyone.
should say, Winton does trust Sean.
That's why he
As
left
far
you
as
with
he can
him.
throw him?
We don't trust the shadows you talk to.
That's
content
yeah, that's
shadows.
true. I trust Sean enough to leave him alone with.
I write
I
them
will
in a
say-
book that's full of
Trust him with
You
your
do.
wallet, just
You
like
have
your
said
sister.
that you were talking out loud in deep speech to yourself multiple times about this
Okay,
campaign.
it was first
Okay.
once,
I would
and
only
it was
trust
with
him
the
in the light
Valkahon
room.
shit. Secondly,
I only trust him in a light
A
room.
well-lit room, no shadows.
Staring up on the shadow.
That's great.
just because I'm a little quirky.
Just 'cause we're a little quirky.
All right, so
I'm
we're
gonna
all-
play a
we are
quirky
now all
character
in the
sometime.
conference room. I'm time
Everyone's
skipping
here.
us.
Yes. You go down. You help them find their way up, with Gardond and Cade entering the room. They enter into the Zone of Truth.
Does it need to be recast? It's like 10 minutes, right?
It is only 10 minutes long. So he will
How
he
many
will
times can I
recast
do
it.
it?
He can do it another like 10 times.
Now if they're in the room whenever the zone thing is done, are we going? Now we tell them the 4 pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, since you thought you guys did.
The 4
that's-
one pieces. is
Okay.
real.
And
The
now
4 pieces. Real.
Sean actually gets a say in the conversation, which is cool.
Which is, I don't know if that's cool.
That's cool.
It's more. It's more.
Is it a well-lit room?
It is fairly well lit.
Good. I'm saying.
We're
Okay,
never leaving you. We're never gonna let that down. Just so you
That's
guys
so
know.
good.
We will ask
That's so
him
good.
to cast the
Daylight.
divination spell.
The anti-divination stuff.
That's already in this room, right?
Yeah, the room already has
Okay.
that.
Cool.
already
Then we're
in
good.
Alright, so
But
we're
we
I'm
never
sure
actually
Bjorn,
asked-
during
we
this
never
time-
asked him if he was in communication with anybody else, though.
Like, do you have the?
You never did ask Drock that.
Are you in communication with anyone else right now, Jarok?
As you ask that, he says, "I could be, but I am not."
I want him.
So, so for
see
you,
what
As he says
Josh,
that,
for
you see
Josh,
him grab a stone from his pouch and he tosses it to the floor.
I am trusting this motherfucker
That's
more
just-
and more.
That's just a normal rock.
For
No,
better,
we-
for
no,
so
we need-
crazy.
we need a
That would be hilarious.
For
Bro,
Josh, for
he rolls
Josh.
deception. Nat 20.
Well, for Josh,
I cast vicious mockery. It's a nat 20. Let's go.
he's going to look at Evangeline before it's over and go. Would it make you upset if I held your hand?
You asking?
No, that's what I'm doing this for Josh.
This is a Bjorn moment.
This is
You're
Bruin
gonna
looks
go
at her. He's
ahead
standing
and
next to
roll
her.
a strength check if he breaks her hand.
No, he would
Bjorn
not.
wouldn't. This is the one time Bjorn wouldn't try and hurt someone.
Bjorn going for the 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, I think he's bashful, but I think he would
That's-
ask this, especially
he
seeing
would
how
too.
bothered and out of her sort she is.
He
Evangeline is going to
Say yes,
look at
mate.
him as he asks that. Josh, sorry, you no longer have control of your character.
Show up.
Yeah,
That's so mean.
That's
Dude, you cunt shared me. I'm sorry.
Shared me.
I'm sorry.
Crazy.
That's.
Logan, something sounds like you're not sorry.
No, I'm
Um,
What does
taking
Evangeline
revenge.
I
say?
mean, you guys were talking smack about me.
she
for good reason.
she is going to say
What are we fighting now? I don't want to see that.
she does not take his hand,
Oh,
but she
no.
does say,
She grabs his ass.
"Dear Lord, Ethan, I am not entirely certain I should have been here to hear any of this in the first place."
You've been
Like
promoted.
zoinks.
Like zoinks you. He kind of takes a moment and says, I appreciate the sentiment, Bjorn. But I think it is best if I simply, I guess, wait and be a spectator here.
I only see
I'm
you as a friend.
certain with how
Bjorn is
suspicious everyone in this room is, that if I left here alone, I would be seen as even more suspicious, so I will simply wait until this conversation is done.
So that's not a no, just a not now. I'm sorry, that's what you would say.
Can we hold that later?
Well, she just
You got
understands
a
that-
swim
she
speed.
Alright, you got a swim speed.
I call myself, guys.
Okay, Josh. Thank you. We'll leave him alone now.
Gavin Moser. Oh my god.
That's supposed to be my line, dude.
Government name totally needed for that. Gavin, what the heck?
It is what it
At this
is.
point, Claire
Oh,
is
watch
concerned for her brother.
Claire's very
At this point.
At this point,
Now you've crossed the line.
oh yes, this is the line.
One
Asking
weird
a woman to
laugh.
swim Steve.
How much do you weigh?
It's another good one. Solid.
Okay, so
My new
she
Tinder quote.
she simply kind of, she stays in the zone of truth, but backs away a little bit. And Jirok is going to look towards Cade and say, are you alright? Is there anything still afflicting you? And Cade is going to say, I'm a little off balance. My legs feel like they are made of jelly, but outside of that, I believe I'm doing alright. I am
I'm sorry,
here.
Cade.
I am hearing very strange things of what you guys have been speaking. I've been somewhat filled in the conversation, but I could probably use a little bit more catching up.
23 on
Blah,
insight,
blah, blah,
by the way.
Nothing seems weird about him
Okay.
currently.
It's like, this is.
Fucking what?
For now.
It's like,
Say that
if the Sentinel would be so kind enough to tell everyone.
The Sentinel will go back over the story. Do you guys want the recap as well, or are we just good to?
No, we're
go through
good.
it? Okay.
As long as
Is it
he's
the same?
willingly in the zone.
It is the same.
In the zone of
That's a
truth.
good point.
As
Well,
long
then
as
this
it's the same in the zone of truth.
It is the same in the Zone of Truth. He may just add a few more details like the names of the heroes and things of that sort. But he doesn't know like how it was done and
Right.
stuff like that. But it is the same. As it is finished, you hear Jirok take a moment before he kind of speaks out and says, looks towards Bjorn, and we're certain he is in a part of this truth zone. And Bjorn kind of is like, yes. He says, and what is the decision?
We look at Kate.
Don't leave it up to the guy who just woke up.
Yeah, the guy
Cade kind of looks around and says, well, hold on now. It's been a group decision throughout this whole time. Why is it mine now?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not necessarily just kids right now. Who said that?
Well, so sorry. No, I just look at Cade. Dorian just looks at Cade.
Cade says,
Right. Sorry, go ahead.
it certainly requires some discussion. It is a risk, but to be entirely honest, as we are right now, this entire continent's already at risk of Githyanki taking over. Kind of takes a moment and says, my grandfather, and it was well before him, but whether it be hundreds or thousands, I don't know where my line acquired its power, but I am currently the end of a line of very powerful sorcerers that gain their power from some creature of the sea, likely whatever Leviathan we found coming behind me in the Hall of History. And there is a suspicion from the dreams that I've had that no matter what we do, whether we attempt to release Velkahan to free his people, or let it be, that there will be a reckoning in the near future. Something from this sea will wash over the Concord before it goes anywhere else. At least that is my best interpretation. I think if there is even the slightest chance that we can have 4 million allies in an ocean between us and that might be a risk worth taking.
It sounds like then we're all relatively in agreement.
It is a risk either way, and these are just visions, they're just dreams. I cannot even say that they are true, but they have sure as hell felt it. I saw the sinking of the Leviathan's death 2 days before it happened. After he was updated of what's going on, hearing about the battle that occurred at the blockade. He says, I don't know what this is, and I don't know what is influencing my mind. I don't want it to. It is terrifying. But if this is the burden that I am to bear, then that is my decision. That is what I say we do. I think, in all likelihood, more than half the time, if this was simulated, we would fail. But that is my vote. And I think this should be a vote of us. And I don't necessarily agree that we should leave the entire rest of the Concord out of this decision. They may have mistreated me as I grew up, Kartan and Batashu, and they have kept me away from the spotlight for many a reason. But this is a decision that shouldn't just be ours.
We do not have the power to go in and free them and defeat the monster without including others.
Aye.
Query. Above table. So basically, the entire continent's going to be at war within 3 months, right?
That's what it looks
is
like.
the estimate. That was and the Gith are their own thing, not necessarily partnered with any of those nations.
The Gith have no technical allies
But
in this realm. The closest of it was the Zemnian coast, and it was a very, very tumultuous agreement that they had.
So,
And I'll note, the continent would be at war with itself, not the Githyanki. Like,
Yeah.
the Githyanki
Yeah,
are
yeah.
a part of this conflict, but as it seems right now, the Concord and the Zemnian coast are fighting each other with Maruthian influence upon that. Possibly a Varian stepping in if it goes too much farther. There is a conflict brewing between the Caladrian Empire and the Khatanid Empire with over particularly the Vox Solaris, being the 300,000 Orcish refugees that were slaves on Dairn, being housed now in between Team and Rivacheg in the southwestern Caladrian Empire. And the Khatanit is saying, those are our slaves, and you're taking them as refugees. And so that's about to happen. That whole shtick hasn't technically happened. Like, what's happened on the online campaign hasn't happened yet. But, it's not too far down the line, neither. Like a month and a half, 2 months down from now. So that's brewing right now, and the Dwendalians were allied with the Katanan Empire over on Dairn. So everyone assumes that the Dwendalians will join the Katana against the Caladrian Empire. Kandura currently has a massive cult war going on between their 3 major cults, going to be reduced to 2 in a short period of time, that is likely going to bleed them near dry as a new fiendish cult called the Cult of the Aggregate is trying to conquer all of Kandura.
Which is the... is that the...
Yes. And then Zyron, nobody knows what the fuck's going on in Zyron, which is the elven nation in the far northwest corner. But no one knows what's ever going on with them. And it seems like the Githyanki have a little bit of influence everywhere at this point.
Okay.
So basically what I was trying to get at is the Gith obviously want all the pieces. I don't know why they would want all the pieces unless they want to bring this guy back. That's Thalen's reasoning, at least, right?
It does seem the Githyanki want to bring Velkahan back and effectively let the word out that these pieces exist to try and effectively have more people looking for them, to hear that they have been found, to just take all of them and then use it.
Which
Yes.
they almost damn near did.
So that's a big problem for one, because they just automatically want to release him just to release him.
Yeah.
We probably
It's the
wouldn't.
impression that we get. So that means that the entire continent / world, whatever, is at threat of this. Should the Githyanki get that? What is the reality of letting in more than just a Concord? That this is
Realistically, you guys were talking of like Gardond, how many people could you bring? The place he would go is Avarian. And so they would be the ones first let in.
They would...
And probably, to your guys' knowledge, it would be either them or possibly certain people in the Caladrian Empire that you could even go to, where they're not going to have immense ulterior motives.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's going to have ulterior motives, but, you ask the wrong people from the Katanan Empire, or just about anybody, and they're just going to try and take it and then make an ally of this guy, of Velkahan. So, like...
attempt at least.
Yeah. Avarian is likely the only place you'll go where people are like, that is something that needs to be stopped, and we have the people can help with it.
And then potentially the Caladrian.
Potentially, but they're about to lead into their own war right now. So they've got their own things to worry about.
Okay, realistically, and this could be like part of. I'll make this maybe mental link. What is the reality of the Concord not just wanting to use that as well? Like, do we truly believe that our leaders would not use this to free Velkahan themselves? Should they find out about it just to end their squabbles?
I think the key thing here is that we're gonna, if they were to join us in even going to go get Valkhan, we're going to outnumber the people that are going to want him.
There's going to be more that want to put. So, just so we're all clear, the request is we're going to go in, we're going to release him so the people are released, and then we're going to attempt to kill him.
Well, you would release him. He's going to immediately reconnect with his people. The hope is that you can find a way to either sever that connection or kill him for good.
Can we kill him without releasing him?
I got the impression that would kill the.
That's gonna the
people
goal.
for sure.
I guess the key thing that we're trying to do.
Are we trying to free the 4
We're
million?
trying to free.
Even if we release this creature into the wild.
My understanding
The
is
priority is not to kill him. Our priority is to keep him from getting 4 million.
I think that at least how I'm interpreting this, is that our intention here is to release him under the impression of, if we can, we're trying our best to free the 4 million. Ideally to bring them to our side and go, hey, world's changed, come join us, kind of a thing. And if we can't, we need to... Killing this thing does need to be number one, because he can't go anywhere else.
I think that is, yeah.
We're here to kill him, and our secondary goal is to free the 4 million.
But don't let that understate
Why can't we
that
just?
we do want to free the 4 million, if that makes sense.
This is why I'm clarifying. Do you want to free the 4 million and then see about killing him, or just free the 4 million?
If the pieces are the only way to get to him, Thalen's vote would honestly be not risk freeing him at all.
Problem.
Just destroy the pieces.
We can't.
I'm so sorry about the 4 million, but
Well, think of it this way. The Githyanki have put immense amount of resources right now to do it. With Cade still being alive, there is always the threat that they will still be able to get them. And even with him dead, there is the possibility that they can find his demi-plane somehow. Whether that be
Because
through
Gith
reviving him.
bullshit.
Because, well, there's a million ways to do that. And it's not like
Yeah,
there
but
isn't the trace of immense magical power in those artifacts. There is always the risk that the Gith will find the items, even if it's 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, and free Valkahan anyway, no matter what the fuck
I'm not
you do.
saying leave the pieces. I'm saying destroy the pieces altogether.
That is
People much more powerful than you thousands of years ago tried and failed.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
get that part.
Yeah.
That's the only
We
thing.
can't.
that was part
no
of the
one
lore
in
drop.
no one in this reality at this time can do it, and I don't think we could get a god to do it.
So basically, we do it or someone else gets the pieces. Is the
That's
option?
It's-
basically what. That's basically.
Either
what it feels
you
like.
guys attempt to do this now to separate his link to the people of the 2 oceanic cities. You can do that now, or you can do your best, separate them to the 4 corners of this world, hide them away as best you can, defend them with whatever resources you have, and make that the goal of just separating them so that the Gith
And
can
putting
never
it
put all
off
4
again.
together. And putting it off for the next centuries, millennium, until they are all found again or rumor comes back up.
I mean, I would argue that we should take the fight. I feel like we can definitely do it because we have pretty powerful allies already. We have our core group. We kept Mr. Man alive. I mean, we haven't killed him. He sounds like he's willing to help us in this endeavor. My thing that I would like to say is that I don't trust the Kartan or Batashu guys at all, and I don't think that they specifically should be included in this. Because I honestly am under the impression that they would rather this thing remain alive and under their control.
Well, if we're
than-
not,
Like,
I guess we
basically
don't
what I'm
officially
saying-
know what they know.
The
That's
next, yeah.
here
the other hard part. We don't actually know if they know about Valkahan.
the loyalist has said that he's going to speak to him no matter what, right?
No, he's not said that. He just said he could have communicated.
No,
but
he
had
did
not.
say at the beginning,
Yeah.
you
After
must know
this-
by my oath,
Yeah.
Oh.
if I go back to my lord, now that might change, like his oath may go from Kartan to Cade by the end of the conversation. But, as from the beginning, he said, anything said here will end up in Kartan's ears.
That's
Let that be known before this conversation continues. Do you want me to leave?
Yeah.
That's what he said at the
And
beginning.
that's why we're doing the zone. So the before we make a decision, Dorian is going to say, we were told, and everyone was under the impression that one of the artifacts was in possession of the Concords, if not both of them. Those were not the case. Those were found. The Gith had them.
I have not been in contact with Jerome Kartan or Kenneth Batashu for over a week now. They have not responded to any of my messages sent to them. I do not know why.
In a week. Are they
It has been a week since you guys found. It has been almost a week.
Since we joined them.
Well, you guys joined them 6 days ago now.
Yeah, and so the day before we got there, they quit.
So 3 days before.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. 10-day weeks.
9 day weeks,
9
yeah. So 9 days ago was the last time he spoke with them. Like, he's been sending the messages since, and he has not received anything. And he says, I am uncertain. Last I knew, we had 2 of the pieces. I saw one of them myself. I retrieved it myself.
Can we ask?
Which one? Out of curiosity.
There was a group from the Kandaharian Shipping Guild that was sent out to destroy a Zemnian vessel that had gone deep past our maps to the east, east, out into the ocean. They were on their way back. they discovered that that Zemnian vessel had one of the blocks, the eastern map, the eastern side of this map. They were taking it elsewhere. Not entirely certain what their plan was. We found their vessel and destroyed it, and took the piece.
Can I ask, Scarlet, right?
Yes.
Can I ask her if we've heard anything about the Kartan Bashashus? If there's any news? 'Cause if they haven't been responding, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Can I ask if there's any?
You guys have numbers
Especially
you
with
can
the war.
also
Yeah.
question.
She says, last from my intel, Batashu hasn't been seen for 3 days, but he was, I'm actually going to point this out on the map for you guys to know.
He's pulling it.
He's like this brothel.
He was at the brothel. So we need to go over here. So, last known, he was leaving Port Kandahar, and he was making his way to that of Sindahar, to its northern city here, its capital, which is Sindaros. And Kartan was last known here, and he has been in his keep since 2 days ago, but supposedly he was seen 2 days ago. Thus far, none of her operatives in either location have given updates since then.
We have a stone to one of them, correct?
You have a stone to
Batashu.
to Kenneth. You have the stone to Kenneth Batashu. Yes.
So the only question is, now they're power players, but would they be power players in a conflict with the monster, or are they?
They themselves are not warriors. Kartan probably is more than capable of fighting himself. Kenneth probably less so. But they would be the ones who would be able to call upon you an army to aid in this. If their word went out, they could literally recall every single operative of the Concord from everywhere to aid in this, if they so chose to. You probably wouldn't want an army to go and do this, but
As a group, then, what are our thoughts on trying to see what they say in this loop, and going and meeting with them in person? Because I mean, it's not like we're foreign in this. Like now we're on our own home base. You know, we can just go.
We can call them and say, "Hey, we have 4 pieces, or we have our 2 pieces."
Hey,
They are two
or not even that. We need to talk. We're back. We need to do a meeting.
And this is where we're located. He would have us come to him, though.
Yeah, no,
I
for
would
sure.
rather do that too than not know how many people are coming at us, basically.
My thought is with Cade, and since they're probably not super competitive, if we needed to jump any of them, we probably could, and then go, all right, there's been a change of management type shit. Depending on how they go, we could talk to them too. I'm not completely against that idea. I just, as a baseline, don't trust them.
I agree, man.
I'm gonna put away my fireball dice.
okay.
Well, you never know.
I don't want this to happen in this game.
I can. I would be interested to see how much they know about what the stones do.
There's no way to trust
maybe-
anything they say, but on the other side,
Scarlet says, I can go send personal message to my operatives if you wish to try to get an update today.
That would be good, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we gotta.
It'd be
She
at
says
least nice
after-
to know where the major players are.
She says, after this meeting, I will send word out.
we still need to check the will, but that's above board.
I have already sent for Ezra.
You already sent one.
Kids
out?
like-
Sorry.
For Ezra.
Okay. I
Kids
didn't
are
hear you.
what?
Okay.
Oh right, we're doing a DNA test on him. He's out now. I forgot about that.
That's fine.
Listen, buddy, we believe you. We just don't believe you.
Hey, I mean, he may not even.
Um,
We just want to know if
Gardond is going to
he's a
say,
clone.
well, you speak with your leaders. If it is alright with everyone here, I will make my way to Dirham, and I will speak with the Council of the Avarian Confederacy.
It will be part of the Confederacy.
Hold on, can you?
We fight the
point that on
Yanks,
the
of
map
course
for
we
me?
are.
Very Confederacy. is
That's the
Yankee
blue. The
Yes,
blue
but
up
he's
here.
even more- He's southern, so it makes more sense.
Yeah.
This is the Avarian
Which
Confederacy.
I'm also technically
Is that-
as well.
Oh, I get what you're.
Can I go to my hometown?
Is that what?
Is that also not with the Gith are?
No.
They're
They're
farther north.
They're, yeah. they're
There's a
northern.
further north.
There is a further north.
The Icy Mountains is where the Gith are.
Well, yeah, I understood that. I just didn't.
Give me a
That's
moment.
fine. I trust you guys. It's okay.
You should.
Not him.
So,
I already killed your.
Lily, no, we've been secretly texting behind your back and we're planning on jumping.
Except Gerald. You can, like, I actually.
Hell yeah,
I replaced
brother.
all of your family with more Geralds.
Honestly, at this point, fuck it.
So, you guys, you guys are out here on the coast.
Get her up here.
Okay.
You guys are here. Gith are here. This is Dirham right here.
Okay.
So he would be making his way from down here, this island right here. You'd go from there.
So he's on the Council of Iron?
He is not on the council of
he has
the Invariant
friends.
Confederacy. He is not technically connected with any nation.
He's only 14,000 years.
He is a very, very neutral party in this. But it was members of the Avarian Confederacy that woke him from his slumber and then aided in relocking away the thing he was locking away. So he has allies there. And realistically, they're considered the most powerful nation on this continent.
so even if we,
I'm gonna let Chill Southern Man do his thing. That's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so the conclusion is our choice, and we're Dorian is gonna back Cade, and Cade wants to try to free the people, and if possible, kill the monster. But his priority is freeing the people.
Cade's priority is, I think there is something coming from this ocean that is not related to this. And I think
We need.
we need any help we can get, and I think this entire continent's about to be in conflict. No one is going to fucking listen to us if we say we need help.
Okay. So we should just
So we
say
need to
baller
say-
and do it.
Yeah,
We need to
and he
say-
doesn't know if it's tomorrow or if it's 100 years from now.
Something is coming, and we need to.
You know what? I trust Kate. Here's my vote. I vote that we go ahead and let Mr. Man go talk to them.
Yeah.
And we go ahead and we set up a meeting with the Cartana Batashu. And we either get their help and they're fine and they're on our side. And we fight the monster that way, or we jump their asses and then go from there and fight the monster after. I think either way we need to fight it. Because I don't think we get a choice, no.
There is always a choice.
I choose violence.
Inaction is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
So with
If
that,
there's anything our group's good at, it's not standing still.
if we could destroy the items, that's fine. But the only real options were to put them someplace like in a demi plane and kill the person and disintegrate the person who did it.
Yeah.
Run to take the items, split them up, and run. But all of the worlds are hunting for this, so we wouldn't have allies in that. And we've tried that before in other campaigns, and the DM said they got found and killed. So,
I'm gonna be honest, I was not paying attention.
yeah, the guy on the ship, when we were taking off going one way, they got found, got killed. The girl grabbed it, she got killed. We can't run and hide those.
Yeah.
Well, not while there's so many people actively looking
Yeah.
for them.
So,
If it was like nobody knows about them and you
Yeah, that
are
would
able to
be-
take
yeah.
it and run off, that's a different story. But if people know that they exist and they
Yeah.
know anywhere close to a general area,
and
they're
they
gonna have
did,
too many
yeah.
forces trying to find it.
So, it is go or stick them in a demi plane and disintegrate the person who did it. And since none of us have disintegrate,
Well, I have a type of disintegrate.
you also have blood explode, but that's enough.
Next session's conversation: convincing Cade to disintegrate himself.
I have a way of.
I can convince them.
It's not exactly disintegrate, but I have something that is very similar to a disintegrate.
I mean, it's
does almost the
there
exact same
there
thing.
couldn't be anything left.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, no, there's.
Cade, heal yourself.
There's another one.
Oh no, we're dealing with beings that have 9th level spells. Wish exists. You don't need. Wish can bring back a disintegrated person.
Yes, it can.
So, Wish can also. So,
Wish can do fucking anything.
If we can just
Anything that I allow.
Yeah.
Which I am very restrictive on
If
Wish.
it's written by a lawyer, anyone can do it.
however, when it comes to where the world's going, it's going to. The Gith Yankee would use a wish to get it
He
back.
certainly would try.
So
That is the thing of like,
We-
hey, this is a massive fucking risk right now. It may even be a 1 out of 10 tries you succeed this. But are you willing to just put it off for someone else to deal with in the future?
considering the fact that Cade says something bad is coming that will destroy us unless we get reinforcements, and this is his call. Like I said, Dorian will back Cade in this because, as he stated, he gave it to Sean, and Sean chose.
Yeah.
He chose in hope.
Sean is trusted in Cade since probably the ship conversation with Orville. When he said my allegiance is to you, he did not back down.
So,
Meaning,
now, if there
he's
was
a ride
any
or
way
die.
to destroy it, he would be with. I mean, to be blunt, we're doing what. Even if we release the thing, the Gith win. But unless we can kill the thing, the Gith win.
It does hinge on us
Not Wolfie.
The fate almost of the damn world is based off of if we kill that thing or not.
Agreed.
Actually, here's the fun part. We'll probably kill it, and then it's worse because he would have fought the monster that's coming that's separate.
I'll find a way to.
So
Yes, Claire?
is that something that we will finish in campaign?
Oh yeah. If you guys make this decision that you're doing this, we're gonna keep playing until that's played through.
He's actually gonna do it out all with like 5 rolls. Say, yeah, you guys lost.
In fact, I may even.
I was gonna say, are you gonna do like a big one shot or?
Well,
even
big
No,
one.
no. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this in campaign. However, we're going to have 4 parties going in for this.
Oh.
I might bring back some old players with some of their characters and run one shots with some of them.
Can I play Ton as well?
They will not be a part of this.
I know.
They've got big problems that they're dealing with right now. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So that group will not
at
be
least
a
the
part of
Ton's
this.
not dead. That's all I need to
Also,
know.
because no one on this side, Gardand has no connection to them. No one here has any connection to the Voxelarum. So
Danny you could get Danny back in.
you could possibly get Danny back for some of this. What would likely happen is, here's the problem. Jinx, along with Analax and Malthor, have already found the library at this point.
Yeah,
they
they're
are
all
no
fine.
longer on this plane of existence.
Yep.
So it would be Caden Markmeg and possibly Gnome Koth. Possibly some other allies from that time. Maybe we see Gargrok, which would be very interesting interacting with this party.
2 for the night.
But we may see some of them, other NPCs from Avarian. Claire, you just spilled soda all over my TV.
I'm so sorry.
It's got plexiglass in front of it. It's not going to get
like, I
injured at
drank
all.
most
But
No, that was my spit. I was like,
I was like, I got it on me.
do it. Spit
my
on that
shock
thing.
face just splattered that.
Yep. Okay.
Ugh.
Well, so that's that. Yeah, no, I may be running some one-shots to see how the other parts of that goes.
That'd be fun. Thanks for letting us destroy this session.
Mother of God.
I am going to be putting in some work on that combat.
Hey, I hope you really wanted to get back into writing with D&D now.
Hey,
I've had some time. We probably have at least 1 or 2 more sessions before we do anything. towards
Yeah.
that.
we gotta figure out how to level up 3 more times.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, let's keep it a little lower so then he might take it slightly easy on us.
No.
He won't.
I don't
That's
think it would matter.
no.
The only thing I want while we're at
I
this
think
area
that Zach
is
will design the
Zoom
encounter.
goggles.
Zoom goggles.
I want goggles that when I wear them, I get
Okay.
dark vision,
Magical dark
can
vision.
see way farther. However, disadvantage on attacks within 100 feet.
So you have
see.
to flip them down.
I flip them down, and I can fucking I have a stupid ring for this kind of stuff.
Okay.
But this is
Anyway,
late in the campaign.
so I've got good news and bad news. Good news, campaign's going a little bit longer, so that's very cool. Bad news, I noticed issues with the recording, so the first half of this session's gone.
Well,
Well,
That's okay,
considering
All of
thing-
the decisions were made in the last like 40 minutes, and I've got an hour and like 4 minutes of recording. But I'm probably gonna record a little bit of like a hey, here's what happened, da da da, talk for 2 or 3 minutes, throw it in front. Yeah, no, I noticed that like the visuals were getting crunchy on the outsides, and then I stopped the recording, looked over at it, and it was just
reduced to atoms.
reduced to atoms. So that's lovely.
I've had 2 camera failures in both of our sessions.
Yeah. No, and this wasn't. It was camera and audio issues.
Yeah,
So
same thing.
I just scrapped it. I wasn't gonna watch through like the hour and a half or so, and be like, oh, this part's okay. This part's okay.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm just
super
going to
hot
go recap the story that was told by Gardand, kind of talk about what happened.
I trust him.
Most of the things of import this session happened in that last hour. So, well, guys, who wants to go kill a being of godlike power?
Me.
I'm getting revenge for
Can-
Golga.
Can we get, by chance, is there any chance that before the conversation ends, that we can get
was ready to leave
Super Elf to change his loyalties to Cade?
That is something we can discuss here soon. He does not pick up the rock to Karkan, so he has no way to communicate elsewhere as of now, as he is not a caster. So we can discuss possible shifting loyalties of his next session. However, I'm gonna make some rolls real quick.
No proof recording.
What's happening?
Okay. So as you guys separate from the meeting, Scarton goes and send messages to operatives. You guys probably are going to be picking up right afterwards and discussing some stuff, but I will have this noted. Both Jerome Curtan and Kenneth Batashu have been found dead
Yep.
inside of their chambers.
Fucking knew it.
Inside their individual
Inside their individual chambers, seemingly by Leviathan operatives.
I was not surprised.
Something
myself.
else is fishy here, guys.
Wow, it's almost like that's intentional. Anyway, I will say, there are Leviathan symbols on the wall, but take that as you will.
Hey, the devices are gone. We knew chances were probably they would take them over their cold dead bodies.
Yeah.
So, they've already proven they could get in and do stuff. And it was a time of war. We went to war. It would make sense for them to knock out our heads anyway.
So, now I will ask the question. With Jerome and Kenneth not being able to attend this, while they both have heirs that are direct heirs, there's probably going to be some questions on that. Do you have Scarlet start making calls to all of the other high houses?
This is we gotta get everyone.
Bring everyone in.
Whoever's
straight
alive.
up,
Probably for a meeting in Sindahar.
straight up, did the blood check out?
Has that happened?
I think everybody needs to.
We need to
swear
know
an
that
oath.
before we go
Are
anywhere.
we willing to like skip through the rest of today, because that doesn't happen until this evening when
I
his
think
youngest
that's-
brother,
I think
Blood
honestly,
Guru, comes around?
I would honestly be fine with we come back and it's the meeting of all the high tables.
Well,
I feel like there's some things we have to figure
yeah,
out.
maybe not
before.
that.
If we're
Okay.
gonna have a meeting with higher tables,
Are we willing to at least like skip to this evening? Say you guys
I am, at
go
least.
around.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Dorian is just going to be Cade's go bodyguard from here
Okay.
on out.
So you meet again your 19-year-old brother. His name is Ezra. He is a rail thin, gaunt, but also like 6'3"
Yeah.
dude. He is goth and freaky, but he is the most talented bloodbender.
He
Effectively,
can actually give you AIDS.
he can just straight give everyone here AIDS whenever he wants.
That's not because he's a blood hunter.
He
just
is
has
very
AIDS.
hidden away because he is quite possibly the most talented blood tactician that the Scarton family has ever seen. And in fact, there are some people that don't even know about him. He shows up, does the DNA test. Cade is, as best they can tell, they do not have blood of Clovis, but they seemingly have blood of Cade's father, Clovis' son.
Okay.
And they're able to, as best they can say, this is Cade from all intents and purposes, unless there is some extra magical fuckery going on.
Okay. With the above board, with the heads of the thing dead, it's time to let the families know that Cade is here and there is an heir, and that this is because there will be complete and utter fuckery and war between them in a time of war, and we must have someone at least as a figurehead to unite against. That's above board. Dorian doesn't care. He's just going to walk around with his hand on his gun and be bodyguard.
There is currently the Steadfast Armada leaving. Fucking wrong map. Leaving Sindahar. They left 2 days ago. They will be exiting Concord waters tomorrow.
So they need to be turned to run around.
Without them, Frederick and his armada will likely die within the week.
We still have to play.
Do
There's a
you?
war. We cannot.
There is a war, unless you say, Frederick, come the fuck home right now, and effectively abandon this intents for war right now, letting the Zemnians who are on their back foot right now regain their footing,
And
crush the orcs in the north, and then come to the Concord.
the end of, regardless of what happens.
Who exactly
Dang it, this is
on that
Umara
convoy?
talking.
On that convoy,
We have to win this.
the rest of the ships from
We
Sindahar.
have to at least beat them back enough to make what happened justified. That has to play out.
I was going to say, there were straight up terrorist attacks from the Concord. Like, you guys, whether you intended to or not, by destroying that group of lizard creatures, you dropped the city on hundreds of, if not thousands of civilians.
That was the goal.
Hell yeah, dog.
So, Zemnia is not just going to stand back and say, you know what, y'all got that. We're not going to attack you while you go and deal with it.
They terroristed us first, so fuck them.
Theoretically.
Well, at this point, it's fucked either way. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think that's a
There
good
is
line of
no
logic.
reconciling this conflict between the Concord
We need
and
to,
the Zemnian coast.
I vote that we don't turn that back. I vote that we don't turn that back.
We don't announce anything besides there is an heir.
Okay.
That they were protecting. We have it come through multiple sources of families.
Okay.
Maybe
So you
that's
send
good.
out Jairam Kartan and Kenneth Patashu have been found in their chambers dead.
The heir, however, the heir that they were protecting, is alive.
Is alive.
Yeah,
Cade
there's
Ascarium
new-
is alive and well in the Skartan stronghold.
I don't know if we even need to tell him where he's at the moment.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Because
agree
there's
with-
too many
yeah.
spies. Just
Okay.
say, have it come through multiple sources.
Is Kate okay with that?
Cade is, at this point, he's like,
Cade's,
we've got to. Like,
Cade doesn't
I
really
don't
get
want
much
to
of a
take
choice.
control of the Concord right now. I don't intend to either, but
we have
if
to,
revealing me brings more people to the table, I think that needs to happen.
Well, we need Cade to be.
and we
involved.
need to be prepared for full out assassinations on him from every source.
I'm sleeping in his room.
yeah. He's
As a party, we pretty much are
yeah.
raid bosses
Okay.
protecting us.
So,
When the assassins pull up, they don't hear anything but boss music.
do you guys intend to stay in the Skartan stronghold and just say, everyone come to us?
I
If
would
so,
say yeah.
you are
I
at
think
least
that
a
is-
week away from having a council.
Yeah.
Yes, we
I mean, is it faster if we go places?
No.
Well, what would be
more
faster
risky, for
is you guys probably moving up to the northern city of Sindahar, because Taratuga's got a long ass way to go.
I feel like it's safer here, especially if you can
You
keep
are the
safer.
safest here.
Yeah.
If you're looking for speed, you can probably cut 3 days off of everyone's travel by meeting somewhere central.
however, these guys when the war is over, it's closer to come back here than it is up
Yeah, I think we stay. Right
Currently, so like tomorrow, an armada is passing north of Skartan to probably try to rendezvous with Frederick at the Scarlet Straits to then return with an even stronger blockade. Because Frederick ran out with 350 ships. 500 more are joining him from the Steadfast Armada.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's. Let's not divert them, I would say.
Yeah, the truth is,
Yeah.
we need to let them know that it has been verified that he is. The whole point is, we have verified through our blood magic that he is a legitimate heir.
Okay.
And he has just returned from. We have an heir, but in the meantime, we need to take care of business and do this war.
Okay.
And the only thing that needs to be done is that he will be kept safe until we get to a point where we can have a council meeting.
Okay.
If that be a week or a month, it's what it is.
I think, yeah, I was going to say.
And the only thing is, when we choose to, if we feel like it's taking too long, then we move him to safe locations.
Realistically, this is probably your safest spot until it's completely discovered. Oh yeah, he's here. We know exactly where he's at and all that. And then it's still a big island. You can move him around. There are multiple cities.
Yes.
It's also, we probably don't want to be moving him too much until we've
say,
solidified that all of the big families
being
are.
on
I was gonna
an
say
island,
that's the biggest thing is we've made the decision. We're sending that note out.
Yeah.
I am going to start rolling dependent upon what I know between these like inter-noble conflicts and hatreds of each other. Of like, okay, who believes that? Who thinks Scarlet
Do I
Spartan
have
is
any
bringing people together?
Do I have any communication with Tortuga?
I was gonna say each of the
no,
champions.
you don't have like a sending stone or anything. You don't
all
have a way
5 of the
to
champions,
long-term,
though, would have a
long ways.
method to contact someone.
However, William Taratuga is currently in Ulf.
Oh, yeah.
With the orcs.
That's
Now,
true.
Yeah.
he is a representative. He is not the head of the house.
Right.
But
I mean-
if Taratuga knows that you're saying, "Come, it will be safe," Taratuga will show up. But they're the farthest away.
I know.
I
But
Yeah.
there needs to be a message to them.
Go ahead.
I am, in theory, as we've established, part of the main house, effectively heir to this.
Of
And I'm also of the family that I know.
yeah,
I understand.
Not the Feck family.
I also
but-
understand the we're not as important in general to the whole Concord, but we are fairly neutral. We're doing a service to the entire Concord. If my seal is on that, as
There
effectively
is a
would
certain
that be
amount
more of a maybe there's something to this
that
kind of a
will
thing?
add some bonuses to certain people. Of the
that's-
chances that I'm
that's
gonna
worth
roll.
it. Let's do
Yeah.
that then.
And you could send information to
I'm
your
just gonna write
contact.
a
She's got
letter.
nothing.
I got nothing.
She's a spy. She
Her
has-
her word, realistically, sorry to Thalen, but her word probably would not be taken with too many grains of salt.
Yeah, she could just say hi. That's where
I was
hi.
gonna say, if there's any way I can get
Hi.
communication,
Don't send
Come to
spoons.
me.
Send spoons.
like if anyone has a way of communicating to anyone that is involved to get anyone in Tortuga to come down here, because worst case scenario, I'm the representative for Tortuga.
Yeah. Either way, like I said, I am probably going to be doing a lot of prep between these next 2 sessions because I have to solidify a lot of political machinations in this fucking
Sounds like
Concord.
a lot of fun.
So that'll be fun. We will start next session pretty much where we're leaving off with you guys confirming the blood. And you guys are welcome to go from there as you wish. Let's try to know what we're wanting to talk about and do coming into next session. So that we can do that and then possibly get to this council conversation and have those done next session so that we can begin effectively gathering troops and all of that shit. There will definitely be people trying to stop you. There will be definitely assassination attacks and attempts. I will not have us run through all of those combats. Like, you guys will have things set up to where some of them are literally just one dude shows up, you guys kill him on the spot. Like,
Hell
we are going to discuss how many times that happens over the next week or so while this council is awaiting its everyone coming together.
I wanted to talk about my character with Gilgamesh.
You will be getting talked to a little bit over this next
Okay,
week.
cool.
So,
All right.
I thought so.
Talk about my character over the next
So,
very cool.
Danny.
Very cool.
God damn it, that's like
The city blew up. He's back there trying to help people.
Oh, he's still in Zem.
Jeez.
Unless he got the
Grab a
boy
soda.
got out.
He would have had a very hard time exiting the city after that.
Yeah. So, but
Boy, we could have had him though. It would have been really good.
Bro, this campaign from his point of view is pretty funny. It's just a bunch of insane fuckers show up, blow up a city, and just dip. Like,
and you know, well, he got
it's
he
like,
got
we're
out of
talking about,
prison.
like,
I got out of
legends
prison and saved
and
stuff.
maps and shit. We're just like, we're all like, oh, we just leave.
I will also I'm gonna be rolling for like what other champions there are in the Concord, who might come from Avarian.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I don't think I had a lot of family in the Avarian, did I?
Oh. You have family there?
They just think you're dead.
Most of them think you're dead.
Nor do I have memory though. That's
Nor
the
do you have
problem.
great memory. Also, none of them are like powerful people.
No.
Like you
I
are
was
a
from a small
foot
town.
soldier.
Yeah, I was
See
in
you
a small
guys.
town.
All right, I'm gonna end our recording there for what we have of it.
I was